Hello everybody, my name is Nick, I'm a nutritionist. What I'm going to say here today on this video, I want you to check out with your doctor, your naturopath, your medical practitioner, or whoever it is you go to for orthodox medical advice. This is what I would say about everything. I don't want you to be the kind of person who does what you're told by someone on the internet. I want you to do your own research and make sure you discuss this with your medical practitioner. I'm here to talk to you today about Christmas and this whole sort of like winter season where we all gather together, we all eat too much, and for some people that can be quite a daunting thing. I personally have had a history of irritable bowel syndrome, and it's quite a scary time of the year because you are required to eat. Okay, there's certain times of the day when everyone gathers together, you have a meal in front of you, and it can be rather nasty if you've got indigestion, you've got nausea, you've got pain, or whatever going on. So I'm just going to give you a few tips and pointers and things which you can look at and you can research yourself and you can discuss with your medical practitioner about this time of the year, so you can hopefully have a slightly better Christmas time, Yule time, and so on and so forth. I am going to talk about a couple of products here. I don't work for these companies. I earn no money at all from talking about these particular varieties of products. The first one I'll talk about, it's digestive enzymes. This one is made by a company called Quest. There are many others out there which deal with different varieties of food products. Some are more towards protein-based foods, some are more towards dairy-based foods, and so on and so forth. Choose one that works for yourself, and maybe you want to take that. I take this one with my breakfast, with my lunch, and with my dinner. I take it in the middle of the meal. So I start eating, I have a few mouthfuls, chew it thoroughly and all the rest of that, swallow, take my digestive enzyme, then carry on eating my meal. It doesn't stop the pleasure of the meal itself, and it does really affect positively the efficiency of the digestive system. Right, the next thing I'll talk about is this stuff here called Natural Calm. I've been taking this on and off for a few years now, and it comes in a fine white powder, and what you do is you put this like crystalline powder in a glass with some hot water, dissolve it thoroughly, add some cold water, and then drink it. And I personally would say that 1 teaspoon of this 3 times a day, you can have it with meals if you want or after meals, can be very beneficial, because most of us are actually deficient in magnesium because most of us can't properly absorb all of the nutrients in our foods, okay, including those in our deep dark green leafy vegetables, which is what contains a lot of magnesium anyway. The next thing I'll say is what we call linseed in my country, what you might call flaxseed in your country. These things are fantastic. Freshly ground linseed or flaxseed, thoroughly ground, and then put straight onto your breakfast cereal in the morning can be a great thing, because it can have a prebiotic effect and it can positively affect your digestive system through helping to feed all the beneficial bacteria in your gut. Great way of assisting yourself with your digestion, and it's a good thing to have. Okay, so you now know when to take your magnesium, you know when to take the digestive enzymes. Another thing which is worthwhile taking is a very strong probiotic. I would recommend about 10 billion cultures strength per dosage. Okay, all these things you can probably get from your health food shop or from your local supermarkets, and if you can't get them from there, you can probably get them online. Probiotics are really important, but you want to take that between meals, possibly before bedtime, but also, between lunch and between dinner, provided of course you've had enough time to digest and the stomach acid can decrease somewhat, so your body will not be killing off all of the beneficial bacteria which are now taking into your body. It would be a great idea to take some psyllium husks. Now this is a plant-based fiber. You can take that, mushed up in water, and knock that down about 20 to 60 minutes before you have your breakfast, and that will prepare your digestive system with some fiber which can help to start the process of digestion during the day, which can be a great thing. Also take a multi-B vitamin complex tablet, ideally one with a lot of calcium. The reason you'd have one with calcium is because that would help to balance out magnesium. A nutritionist shouldn't actually recommend that you just take magnesium by itself. Why is that? Because magnesium and calcium have a relationship, and if you increase the magnesium, it could decrease the quantity of calcium in your body, which could deplete your bones. So you obviously don't want to do that, so having a little bit more calcium alongside your magnesium could possibly be a bit more beneficial for you. One of the things I personally would recommend is to have one of the meals during the Christmas week period as a blended drink. So you get out your blender and you put maybe a couple of apples chopped up, maybe take out the seeds but leave the core, ideally organic of course, and you add a dark green leafy vegetable such as kale, spinach. I wouldn't necessarily say broccoli so much, maybe. And then you blend it all up and you drink it. So you're having one meal in the week which is liquid, because that will give parts of your digestive system such as your duodenum, your liver and your pancreas, a bit of a break just for a short period of time. Because if you're eating a lot, which you will be during this particular season, you need to rest the peripheral digestive system. It would be a great idea to also add a good multivitamin and multimineral into the mix. Because if you do that, that will just boost your general wellness and will help your body to be able to deal with all the other pressures and social pressures and everything else that you'll be going through during this time. And don't forget to drink plenty of extra water. If you're putting more solids into your body, you'll need to make sure you've got good quality digestive transit, and water is a great way of doing that. It also, if you can avoid antacids, because typically speaking we watch television, there's adverts for anti-acid medicines. If you can actually make sure you're living healthy enough to the point whereby you don't need it, that would be best. Why is that best? Because antacids or anti-acid medicines can stop your body from absorbing nutrients for many months after you stopped taking them. So it's not actually very good for you to take antacid medicines, and instead it is better, if you can, to prepare your body beforehand with good quality nutrition, stimulating, stuff which can help your body to absorb the goodness. That's why you need your digestive enzymes, that's why you need your beneficial gut bacteria, that's why you need your vitamins and your minerals. And also the magnesium, if you choose to take it, will also help you with your digestive transit. So essentially you'll be able to answer the call of nature in a very efficient and effective manner, and there won't be cramping, there won't be too much in the way of bloating, and you'll be able to feel quite satisfied with the meals that you take on board. And on top of that, you'll have more energy and more ability to be able to cope and to deal with the various conversations with all the people around you who probably won't have their brains stimulated by the fact that you're taking the right quantity of magnesium and they aren't. So maybe you'll be able to win a few of those games of Trivial Pursuit you've always wanted to. Whatever. But those are just a few tips to get through this particular season if you've got IBS or any digestive complaints or you suffer from constipation. And I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you. Don't forget to look at the link below. Give me a quick call if you want. If you want to have some expert nutritional advice, then I'm your man. I've studied this for a long time. I'm on a continuing path of personal and self-development associated with the whole subject of nutrition, and I'm living in accordance with a nutritionally rich lifestyle right now. So I'm the ideal person for you to speak to. So get in touch.